Norm, second night for you, kind of back in it. You seem to be getting your legs back. Before we get to the team, assess your own performance tonight.
A little mad at myself on the defensive end. I had a couple lapses that shouldn't have, but it's just getting back in, reading, being able to anticipate plays. Still a little a step slow on that end. But I feel like this doesn't come with time. I got to get back into it, get back into the groove, get back into playing. But defensively is what I look at when I assess my game, when I come out and see where I can get better. But it's just about rhythm and getting the reads down.
Fred talked about being open-minded. It looked like a college game. You guys go into a little zone, a little 2-2-1, and those kinds of things seem to give you guys a bit of a jump tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I think when we are able to change defenses quickly in the game, it takes the opponent out of what they want to do. They have to think, and so they eat up clock. And the looks or plays that they want to run, originally they have to adjust. And we're able to get some stops in certain parts of the game, and that fueled us a little bit. But it's just we had too many blown assignments.
It seemed like you guys kind of succumbed to the classic back-to-back. It was okay going into the half, and then just like your legs stopped at some point in that third quarter.
Yeah. You could tell that we were a little sluggish, a little slow coming out into halftime. It was tough for us to get going. I thought we did a good job, forcing some misses, but offensively we just didn't have that same flow that we had, that same movement that we had in the first half. But that happens. We're a couple guys short, but that's not an excuse. But I think that played a part in it.
I might ask this already, but a lot of people say the first game back it's all adrenaline, and then after the next couple after that it's start to feel it more. Are you finding that it's more adrenaline the first one?
Yeah, definitely. The second game back I was gassed. I had a lot of adrenaline. Everybody like, man, you look good. And then the second game, my first stint in those first couple of minutes, I was definitely a little gassed, a little tired. But like I said, the more
seemed like in the second half, kind of the classic back-to-back where you're good for the first half, and then third quarter your legs start to go, and even with that, you guys made a run in that third quarter.
Yeah, probably the first time all year it's happened to us. We've been great in back-to-backs this year, and just kind of ran out of gas there. The wheels fell off a little bit, so some of those shots go in, you get a little extra juice in the tank, and it just didn't happen. We tried to push it and close it, and they made it run. So give them credit, they played well. We didn't play as well as we needed to win this type of game. But we fought, we scratched and clawed, and like I said, I think shot making and is the great equalizer, and we didn't make the key ones that we needed to make there in the second half.
How interesting for you was it to see Nick play like a college game? I mean, coaching is coaching, basketball is basketball, but you go to the zone, you throw a little 2-2-1 zone press out there. That might have given you guys a little bit of a jump too, it seemed like.
Yeah, it can't be closed-minded, man, especially the ups and downs that we're going through with injuries and guys in and out, different rotations, different lineups. We're sitting there laughing one time just trying to figure out what play to call because we just got so many different guys out of whack. And as a player, you just try to be open-minded and be aggressive. And, he's kind of like a gambler, a little,
I mean, it worked.
Sidearm. It worked. We got stops, we got turnovers, and it helped us sustain, the little stretch there to try to turn the game around. We got close. I think we got to 6, fumbled a loose ball. They hit a 3, came down, hit another 3, and now it's 12, and we just never really got it back after that.
How difficult is it without the size? I mean, one of the things you guys were able to do in the wins over Philly was give the ball to JV and say go at Embiid, and I mean he's a good help defender, but one-on-one, I mean you can go at him. You guys didn't have that tonight.
Didn't have that. Screen and roll is something that we rely on a lot. It's not there. Serge's jump shooting is not there. Obviously, we could talk about guys that were out all day, but at the end of the day, we're one of the top rim protected teams in the league, and over time it just kind of wore on us. They were getting a lot of shots at the rim that we didn't do a good job of containing those, and you got to figure out ways to win, and tonight we just couldn't figure it out.
The challenges have been with just people in and out of the lineup so often, and just trying to get a rhythm when you never really know which night who's going to be in and what the lineup is.
It's tough, but that's the NBA, man. We're all professionals. We're expected to go out there and do our jobs. It's been a challenge. It's been a good challenge to try to just go out there and hoop and figure it out. And it's not so much about schemes or plays or whatever we're doing. It's just go out there, compete, try to figure it out with who you got, and whoever can suit up. That's who we're going out there and rolling with.
Make it more challenging with you guys have been so healthy the 2 years before this, I guess. It's just different.
It's different. We haven't had this in a while, it seems like. So to deal with it all at once now, it's been a little different to deal with. But let's get them all out the way now and finish the year strong.
Assess your performance tonight. First game back. It's been a while since you played. How do you think you did?
I think if I would have been a little bit more in some more shape and playing more and been in, I think I would have played better. But we lost as a team, and I didn't help us win. So the individual stuff don't matter. We lost the game.
What were you encouraged about? It seemed like you guys, after Nick's talked about a slow start in the third quarter, but you fought back, and some of your strategy seemed to work.
Just keep playing, continue to play. We got some fighters in here, and we're really short-handed. I mean, it doesn't matter, next man up, but we just got to continue to fight, and we did that tonight. They got hot, and we shot 38% from the field, and they shot 54, and that's kind of like we just didn't play well.
What does it say about your team? You talk about the fight that guys have in here, even shorthanded, without two or three of your regulars in JV, Serge and Kawhi.
It's a good fight, man. Next man up. We've been saying that for years now, and that's what it is. We want to get everybody healthy. We got a couple of days to get guys healthy, get everybody back. Enjoy the holidays, and then come on back together hopefully as a full group. Besides JV.
Whenever you're out for an extended period at any point, this season as well, how do you view the game differently whenever you come back, being able to take a step back off the floor, get extra film, and see your guys play without you? How does that change your view of the game?
Me? Yeah. Nothing. I still go out there and play my game, to be honest. I appreciate what the guys do, and I try to help them as much as I can, from my perspective when I'm in the locker room. But my personal game, nothing changes.
When Ben and Joe are attacking down low, you guys are shorthanded without big men. How hard is it to stop them? It's hard in a regular game, but when you're shorthanded, how hard is it to stop those guys?
Those guys they're massive. They're really good, and when they're downhill and in transition and ducking in like the way they were, it's being physical. We just got to find a way to be more physical. But they played well tonight. Tip your hat. They won the game, and that's about it.
You guys did a nice job. You went to the zone, you little zone press in there, and it kind of got you back in it. What happened after that?
Well, I thought there was a couple. I think we were at 7. The game was at 7 for a long stretch, and we had, I think, at least 3 opportunities, if not 4, to cut it down. I think there was 2 threes and one other pretty good shot I would have taken in there, and I just think we were kind of knocking on the door to get really close, and that deflated us a little bit. And then Redick had that big 4-point play to end the quarter. I mean, it was only I think a 7-point game at that point, right. And he hit that 3, and then I got teed up, and they made made it 11. So again, momentum just kind of kept taking it back up every time we kept getting it back down, but. A little too much for us tonight. We just.
Did you feel that it was like kind of a classic back-to-back where you lost your legs in the second half?
A little bit. I hate. We've been awesome, right, on back-to-back. I think that's our first loss. I think, isn't it, on back-to-back? So we've been awesome. We don't really, talk about that much or read that much into that. I thought we came out to start the second half really lackadaisical, right? Like we tried to ease into the second half, and they were ready to play, and. We had 3 straight turnovers to start the half. I mean, it was only 6 or something at the half, and it was like 16, before we got out of the locker room. And then we fought right back, started playing a little better, but we just had a few too many runs, mental lapses that lasted a little bit too long tonight.
You assess Kyle's performance in his first game back?
I mean, he was pretty good. Jonesy, I thought he was good. He obviously wasn't 100%, right? And I think he was struggling there a little bit at the end, so we got him out of there. But, no, he was pretty good. I thought he was up the floor, and he was defending and fighting and doing his thing.
You've kind of been over it before, but is there any disappointment that the team's not on Christmas, on the Christmas slate, with the best record in the NBA?
Maybe a little. I think it's a marquee day to play, and I think our team would probably like to play, and I think our fans would definitely, from what I sense, would like to see us play. But we'll play the schedule as is.
Were you surprised at all that Embiid was so focused on being inside tonight?
Well, I think they probably made a point, obviously, for him and Simmons to. Spend their time at the front of the rim tonight with our lack of size, with both our bigs out, and Kawhi's probably our next biggest guy, Right. So He did a good job. I thought he got down there. He really got physical too. I mean, he was throwing our guys around pretty good there early. I think he was making a point that you little guys can try to guard him if you want, but it's going to be physical down here tonight. He was great tonight.